So the question, consumer protection, how to optimize, that's a very important question. We had a hearing when we started our exercise with different consumer protection organizations that were also involved, and also enforcement authorities. And I thought it was quite interesting to see a Danish example where the Danish Market Surveillance Authority really launched a video addressed to consumers about unsafe products and how they have to be careful. So it was an awareness-raising exercise launched by the market surveillance authorities to sensibilize consumers. And I thought this is a really interesting approach, because we also have to inform about the risks that are involved when you buy products in these kind of third country platforms. Now, I'm also, I find this very important to say in the whole context. When we talk about third country platforms, we are of course not talking against competition from products that come outside the European market. We are talking about unfair competition. That's the issue. These companies or these retailers and platforms just do not comply with the rules that we have in the EU. So for me, this is very important to underline that the issue is unfair competition. It's not competition as such. It's unfair because they do not comply with our rules, whereas the European companies do comply. Digital product pass will play a crucial role. By the way, also packaging rules will play a crucial role because we will have systems in place where we can track and trace products. So that also, of course, has potential. With regard to the data hub in the whole context of the customs reform, yes, that is probably one of the most important elements that we need today. And of course, I totally agree. Member states have to take their responsibilities. That hasn't happened yet, and have to agree and really seriously commit to this data hub. So there's also a lot of homework back home. The capability of authorities to apply these complex laws at all, indeed, I can confirm in our interviews with the authorities, that was, of course, an issue. And also, even if you have very, very highly functional authorities, it is almost impossible. And I think this is the big task for the Commission now, to make sure that we have more coherent provisions and regulations in place. There was a question, and I want to come back to this, about the loss of working places and workforce with regard to this kind of disruptive, unfair competition. Now, the study I mentioned has also looked at this, and I also want to say it is also a brutal fight about market shares. So the study found out that in German retail alone, so I just have the German figures, but in German retail alone, Chinese platforms have led to a loss of 28,300 jobs. Then, of course, you have the whole sector of in the supply chain of suppliers, so that counts to another 8,900. Then, of course, because the consumption is also lower, that's another 3,400 jobs. So in total, we are we are having a figure of about 29,000 in German retail alone that are being lost by these unfair business models that cannot be tracked. What else did I have? Yes, there was this comment, we cannot check every parcel. Indeed, that's not possible, and I think that's common sense. So probably, and there is probably not one answer how to find solutions. We have to apply the whole toolbox, the whole package. So we have from the Commission the communication from last year that already had a set of tools that could be applied. We will have now the handling fee. We will have the abolishment of the de minimis regulation. We have the customs reform that is hopefully proceeding as fast as possible because we really need that. We can ask the authorities to better cooperate. We hopefully will have the EU data hub. So we have many, many, many elements that have to come together. And then this business model becomes more and more unattractive. And I think this has to be the goal. So we cannot aim at controlling every parcel because indeed you saw the figures. This is impossible. But a business model that is based on unfair competition has to become unattractive. Thank you.